Today is the 7th day of March 2020. And boy, we went through a storm and continue to go through a storm. And I just trying to find the right words so it come out. You know, you may do 100 good videos, but you do that one, oh, just like that fella down there, want to replay that one, but he perceived will damage me in the next coming election. So you try to be on a good wicket, but I don't worry about that, because when I speak the truth. I speak as Kai know it. I speak from the heart, and let the chips fall where they may. But I will speak to the subject matter on my video because I knew the subject matter. I'm talking about this Hurricane Dorian and how hard it's been for us in our recovery. And I want to thank the good policemen, because every organization, twins, you have identical twins are different. So we don't expect all policing to be the same. But I just want to say kudos to Annette. Annette may not have, I just want to draw the two policemen into perspective that's been here. Annette has been here. Robert Simmons has been here. I've known Robert Simmons over 30 years. He's worked his way to the ranks. I have respect to Simmons. One time ago, I used to hate Simmons because he according to me, he had all muscles and no brains. So you look at Robert Simmons with all the muscles, and Annette would have no muscles. Annette never had no muscle. They ain't gonna have no muscles. But the policing strategy is just different. Annette is what I call a policeman of the family island. He would use his friendliness to cause persons to actually turn themselves in because they trust him. You ain't gonna turn yourself in with Robert Simmons because you believe you can get the hell beat out of you. Because of the muscle that Simmons carry with him and the kind of policing he does. He does a power policing, what I could say Annette does a kind of a soft policing. While Annette was here, Kai felt so much safer, because I knew the character, I know what he believed in. He believed in people. We had no problem when Annette was here. I talked to Robert Simmons, and I want to thank him for getting the thieves, if they are thieves, off the street. He told me that he had 12 person locked up for stealing. Kudos to you. We need them off the street. But when I hear what have happened to one of the persons, I just want Simmons and the police force to know that a child may be a bad child, but he has families and loved ones that love him. And they've said, and this commissioner of police and this minister is trying so hard to bring the police force to reel them back in from their brutality. And when the writer would say, of all the government agencies in the Bahamas, the police force is the most corrupt. And I could concur with that in many instances. And last night, what I heard of the policeman beating this boy from Spring City, you know, the boy ain't no saint. Don't get me wrong. If he is stealing, lucky behind up. Throw away the key. But I just want Robert Simmons to know that while he is here, he already had 2 black eyes. The other police with loading the gun, drunk, hardly could stand up, loading the gun, firing the gun off in the club after he's all liquored up. And people that were there were afraid to even do a statement. I am now involved. And I'm telling people that, look here, the police could have killed you. What if they pointed in the other direction, kill you? You have a rights now. You have now, in the bull run, I call it, to get such road police off the force. Because this guy went through so much stuff to try to intimidate to bring fear to the people that he's supposed to protect and to serve. So I'm saying, hey, give a statement. He don't need to be on the police force. If we would have done that with the other police down there that shot the young man in the club, in the parking lot down there at Island Lock, in the plaza, he shot him 10 times. It's an inspector. Shot him in the back. He fell to the ground. He offloaded 10 bullets into him. Then the same policeman went to Exuma, beat 2 women, beat the blood out of them. Only way he came up to some kind of disciplinary action, because the girls who he beat the hell and the blood out of happen to have people also in the police force that has some hierarchy. Now he's in the paper like a little girl complaining, but he can't pay his bills, and he got to send his child there, and he got to borrow money from his mom. Boy, that's a cockroach policeman. He's a zero. You go into the paper, papering up, and want the country to feel sympathetic to you when you offload 10 bullets into a young man that left 2 kids here. One of his kids was 3, one was 1. Who's supposed to take care of them? And you worrying about your child, and you alive, and you're going to kill somebody. You already beat somebody half to death. Why the hell is he not off the force already? Fast forward. A couple nights ago, they arrested this young man from Spring City. Number one, you go into the house. Do you have a search warrant? You have probable cause. Does he own the house? No. His mother owned the house. How did you get in the house? Arresting him. Fine, you arrest him, you carry him. Then you beat the hell out of him. The boy only weighed 100 pounds. Again, he ain't no saint. But how could it be? If you beat somebody in the front of the police station, you're arrested and charged with abuse. But the police could arrest you, take away from your civil liberty, beat the hell out of you, put you before the courts, sentence you. The court sentences you, but the police beat the hell out of you. You carry him back to your mom's house. You find some stuff there. You carry him to court, and the boy is sentenced to 2 years. How can the police beat the hell out of somebody and refuse to have them see the doctor and slam them before the courts? Simmons, all your policemen, I met your son, Simmons. Good boy. You did well. Thank God for his mother. But Simmons, we got Annette, got boys. We got Aston Grange Slade, got a boy on the police force. Simmons, Annette, Aston, would you like a policeman to beat the hell out of your son while in the custody? The people that's supposed to protect and to serve were either of you policemen, superintendents, like another police to put hands on your son while he's detained to a point that he need doctor. And they refuse to let him see the doctor. You see, the boy that you beat, Simmons, his uncle is my best friend. So when you hurt one, you hurt all. If you got the boy, lock him up, charge him, you have no authority to beat him. How come? In America, fellas kill the whole family. Do all sort of hideous things. The police in America don't touch them, you know. They do the investigation. They find the goods. And when the police do such a good investigation, the fellas plead guilty. Says, yeah, officer, you got me. They do not lay a hand on nobody because people have rights. They have a constitutional rights. So there, on the Yard Watch Simmons, that these policemen could beat somebody's child when you don't want nobody to beat your child, and you now in charge. You need to investigate that and find out under which police act. See, the police have an act. Where in the police act, and they continue to do it in this country, where in the police act that they say, thou shalt beat the hell out of the black brother. But if it's a white person, they don't like when I call it black and white. See, they ain't gonna beat them because they get turn blue and purple. So they ain't gonna touch them. So they beat the black in and out the black brother. And they're supposed to be the one that's supposed to protect and stop people from beating people, and you're gonna beat people in custody. Man, that's why they say the police and rude boy, they can't be friends. One is a lawman, one is a bad boy. They can't be friends. Let me play this for Simmons. Maybe you'll get the idea, because we know what's going on. They can't be friends.
Cannot be friend. One a criminal, yeah. One a lawman. Police not like rude boy not like them. Who are go left standing down in at the end. Police and bad boy cannot be friend. One a criminal, yeah. One a lawman. Police not like rude boy not like them.
We understand. Police don't like rude boy don't like policeman. But Simmons, the boy may steal, but what about the policeman that stole? They even took pictures of the superintendent wrapping all the stuff that he stole on the dock. The Mashaba people recorded it. What about the generators that they continue to steal? The police. Ask Ellis, Corporal Ellis, how much car full of stuff he stole in uniform and put them in the police car. Why the police didn't beat the hell out of Ellis? He's one of y'all. When is a police gonna get arrested for stealing and taking bribe and corruption in Abaco? It is continued to happening. Why y'all don't beat one of y'all? No good, wasteless, good for nothing police in uniform. That I would like to see, because the police and rude boy can't be friends. But there has to be a distinction. The police shouldn't want to go on the side of being a rude boy, because definitely the rude boy don't want to go on the side of being a police. He knows he's a rude boy. But when the police begin to steal and rob and beat us, they then become a rude boy. Fix it, Simmons. Kai cares on a Saturday. Y'all wrong to beat anybody child when y'all don't want y'all child to get beat.